Hey, this is gonna be a quick first recording to our fucking Worthless Edwards page, or to our Worthless Edwards episode, first episode.
Yeah, boy. Who knows what we'll ever
Yes,
do with
sir.
it?
Yeah, well, who knows? But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to fucking get on here and kind of, huh?
What's the little number down here on my screen that says 40%, 35%?
Oh,
What is that?
That's just your bandwidth or whatever, or not the bandwidth, but it's like uploading, and you know what I mean. It's continuously uploading. That's like your cloud coverage thingy.
Got you. Check out that new coat. What's up, son?
Ooh, that fucker's pretty fresh. That fucker's pretty dope, dude.
Today. He's this dude that does stuff for the 49ers. Travis King. He's this dude that does a bunch of songs. He's like sponsored by the 49ers. And he just has 49er content music. Dude, he's a really good rapper too. But he just dropped another song today, that the 2023 edition of 49er Faithful with E40. It's dope, dude. You gotta check it out. I mean, you are a Cowgirls fan, but
always with the Cowboys thing. So yeah, man, fucking.
I'm not gonna talk any shit today, dude, because my team still has to play. So.
Yeah, and they got to play a fucking tough ass Ravens, dude. They're playing pretty hot too, so they're talking about this could be the Super Bowl.
If they do beat the Ravens today, I expect you to get on here and just admit how wonderful the 49ers are.
Well, the 49ers are a good team. They're the only team I'm fucking worried about in the NFC, like in the playoffs. I'm kind of glad my Cowboys are sitting at number 5, and because we're gonna go see the Bucks, and I mean, we should be okay. And then after that, I don't know. I know what's his face. Baker Mayfield's kind of looking pretty good right now. But we'll see.
Balled out yesterday. The Bucks balled out yesterday. They whooped on the Jaguars. They stomped them in the ground.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence is no punk. Trevor Lawrence is no punk. So I don't know.
Realized how tall he was until he's standing next to his coach. I was like, holy shit, dude. He looks like my boy Juicebox.
Really?
Yeah. Quarter breed native kid.
That's cool. Yeah, I just I wanted to get on here and talk about our first fucking episode of fucking Worthless Edwards, and why did we come up with the name Worthless Edwards? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was all football, man. We was in 5th grade on the Dolphins, and midget football is what the league's called.
Full contact.
And we were, a team of all the poor kids with some of the middle class, higher up kids. You know, Grant School, one of the poorest schools. Park School, one of the richer schools. And so, like,
Sagewood.
Of course, and Sagewood. And of course, the little poor kids don't have any work ethic. You know what I mean? We didn't know shit about football. We just knew we liked it.
Yeah.
And we didn't like our coach. He was an asshole, and he started calling us the Worthless Edwards. We didn't put in much effort. Like, really, we didn't. But still.
Yeah,
and then
there was really no motivation to that.
It was pretty fucked up, man. I started coaching football just to not be a coach like that, dude. Like, cool. Our teams weren't the best. I coached the Broncos, and our teams weren't the best. We won a few games, but we had a lot of fun, and all my kids love the hell out of me. I still see them. They're all in college and stuff now, and they still call me coach. So that's a win
shit.
Right there.
You have fucking kids who played for you that are in college now.
Yes.
Did they play football in high school too?
A few, yeah. Probably a quarter of them did, yeah.
Really? Did any of them still play football in college?
I don't know, man. The only one that I can think of that was just amazing. You know, there was 2 of them, Mr. Jones and then Hayden Heiser. We're both a couple kids on a couple of my teams that were just amazing freak athletes, dude. And if they continued to play, I'm sure they're playing for a college somewhere.
That'd be cool if, like,
I think Jones still has a couple of years left in high school. He might be a senior this year or junior this year, but Hayden Heiser graduated last year, and I don't know what he's up to, but I know that kid. Yeah, the other little kids hated playing him because he was a hard-hitting, just mean kid when he hit. Hit one kid, and I don't know if he was if he was messing with him before the game or during the game, but he took this kid down and just started headbutting the shit out of him on the ground. Like, I'm like, whoa, dude, calm down. He got played for it.
These kids are fucking little hellions. That's cool though that you were able to do that. I mean, how do you understand like the magnitude of a fucking feeling to know that you were, especially one of these kids who go to college, maybe UW or wherever, and then they end up going pro, kind of like what happened already with Logan Wilson, David Bryant, stuff like that.
Yeah.
To know
I'm
that
sure Logan Wilson played for midget football, and I'm sure his coach back then is just ecstatic beside himself. I don't know who he played for or what team he played for or anything. I don't even know if he did.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I know
would be. That would be so cool. NC's so. Yeah, NC's football team's better than K-Dubs. From what I heard. Yeah, that's even my kids. Jaden went to K-Dub, and my kids still go to K-Dub. Blake still goes to K-Dub. So, I mean, they all tell us all the time, and we're like, yeah, our football team sucks.
Oh, well. I think Kelly Walsh has like a better female soccer team, and I think their wrestlers.
Yeah, I heard the wrestlers and maybe their swim team is good.
Yeah, the swim team is always pretty good too.
Yeah, our football teams. I don't know. I really don't pay much attention to high school football. I should actually start paying more attention to that stuff because
it's part of the recruitment process, man. When you got a bunch of good athletes that want to play football for a good team, they want to go to NC. Tyrone Fidgey, I believe, is still one of the coaches there, and that guy's an amazing dude. So
that's cool.
I never played for him. He was my teacher at Dean Morgan. So,
I never got to play. I only played midget, and I had such a shitty experience because our coaching staff sucked ass so bad, and the way they fucking handled things, it just they never actually gave us meaning of teamwork. So it made it to where I fucking hated playing.
A horrible team. None of them kids like that playing for that team. It was horrible.
No, absolutely not.
We all hate. Did you? No, they didn't bring a team together at all.
Right. Did you know Robbie Holm played with us?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I swear to God, this was years ago. We were in high school. I was sitting there talking, and Robbie's like, "Yeah, I played midget football." And I was like, "What team did you play for?" And we were watching a movie, and all of a sudden he sits up, he goes, "The Dolphins." I was like, "Bro, I played for the Dolphins." And I was like, "Were you on the same team as me?" He's all with Casey Hancock. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, "Yeah, I was on the team." He goes, "My mom's the one who brought everybody Gatorade to chill." I was like, "No shit." So, yeah, we've known Robbie. I mean, we were on the same football team as Robbie since, technically we've known him since the 5th grade. Didn't even know that. Yeah, so it's a small world. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of get on here and talk about why we're going to call this Worthless Edwards and all the fun stuff we're going to do.
And it pissed me off back then, but now I embrace it. You know, I told that story every year that I coached. You know what I mean? It was just like, because they would always come up like, "Why do you want to coach?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I just want to make a difference in kids' lives. It doesn't matter win or lose. You know what I mean? I want us to be a team. I want us to respect each other. And I never had fights between players. Like, parents got mad at me every once in a while because their kid didn't play as much as they wanted them to. But I had a good rotation, man. Every kid got to play a couple quarters. You know what I mean?
Right.
A few kids played the whole game because I don't have enough kids to play totally different team every quarter. So like the ones that are in their skill positions that were good played, of course, a little more, but I made sure we got plenty of play time.
That's cool. Fun. That is cool. Fuck, man. Do you ever miss it?
Yeah, I miss it every dude.
Yeah. You coached a lot of fucking kids. Even Jaden was on your team at one point.
I coached for 4 years, something like that.
For 4 years?
Uh-oh.
No, you're good. I see you. Yeah, I can't wait till we keep doing this, man. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and break it down to everybody. So why we call ourselves the Worthless Edwards and what kind of motivation it brings us to. And like I was thinking to myself, I was like, we are already better than the coaches that coached us. And I'm not talking about just coaching wise. I'm talking about like lifestyle wise, motivation wise and go-getter wise and stuff like that. I just feel that we are better now. We are better people than they ever have been. I don't know. I just feel like that because I heard stories about it was Coach Billy. He was an all right guy. Then there was like that fat coach. I don't remember his name, but I imagine he wasn't that cool of a guy.
He's the one that slammed me on the ground that day. I was going to beat up Will Dittman, dude.
Will Dittman?
I was crying. I don't remember why I was crying, but I remember Dad came and they called Dad, and I don't know how the hell they called him, but like the coach slammed me without my helmet on, like slammed me on my back, and my head hit the ground really hard, dude. But I remember Dad showing up, and the coach is like, "What do you want, my whistle?" Dad's like, "Oh hell no," and like Dad does. But one thing I can remember about that is he showed up barefooted and his toenails were painted.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember that about Dad at all.
I think that was the last practice. I think he'd already quit by then, dude.
Yeah.
But I think that was the last practice I had with them and didn't play anymore. I wanted to play in junior high and high school, but Pops didn't have the money, or I don't know what the deal was. He just wouldn't let me.
Plus, we were a bunch of big old potheads at that point. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that fucking... I was... No, man.
They weren't wrong. I was pretty worthless. So. It's giving me motivation later on in life.
Later on in life when you become a young adult.
Let's continue this in a little bit. My phone's about to die, and I got to get into work and clock in. So,
all right, bro. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas. Got to feed the masses. I'll see you later.
Later.
Love you, bro. Bye.